I blacked out from the pain because it hurt so bad. So if the quality of this video isn't the best, it's because one, I haven't turned the lights on, two, I don't have my microphone connected, and three, I look really scary because I haven't actually exfoliated in a few days. I'm actually covering my womanhood right now with my bathrobe, my fuzzy robe, because it gets really hot and you're not supposed to let like the stitched areas get sweaty. And I noticed there's not a lot of info about this on the internet. I'll just see like a blog post every now and again or a couple of vlogs, but I am 5'2.5", and I say and a half because everywhere I go, get it checked, it says the exact same thing. I'm gonna do kind of like separate like boob video and butt video because I currently got a breast augmentation with sorry, I cannot like have a cohesive thought because I'm in a lot of pain and I'm under a lot of heavy drugs. I got my breast augmentation with silicone implants done with 650 cc's and then basically like 2 liters and then 400 cc's each implant on my butt. Same each implant for 650 cc's on my breasts, but 400 cc's for my butt. I actually looked in the mirror and it looks pretty leveled out. Like the top doesn't look like the letter P, like it doesn't look too top heavy, and even when because your boobs drop quite a bit, I'm not sure how the buttock is because it has a different kind of silicone implant where it stays a bit more firm. The breast implant is meant to be softer and more natural feeling. I have zero, this is my quala. I have zero idea how people film on the first day post-op, so because it hurts so bad, you're under so many drugs and you're like, forget the world, this is so hard to do. Like I couldn't even say a coherent sentence. Apparently I was like slurring the whole time, but in my mind I was speaking quite clearly, but what's coming out isn't what you're actually saying. So the first thing is I got intubated because they lie me on my stomach, and so that just means they put like a tube down my throat just so I can breathe during the surgery to make sure that I breathe even under anesthesia. And I woke up with a really raspy throat. Last time I had rhinoplasty a couple years ago now, March 2020. It was like, or sorry, that was just last year. And I don't remember my throat hurting this much, or it didn't really hurt that much, but it was just like sore and it was really raspy, and I'm like taking extra energy just to speak, and it already is hard to speak as it is, and then getting my point across when people aren't listening. So I'll say something like, I'll call the person's name, I'll say like, Andrew, pause, to make sure that they're listening, and then say something, but people still don't listen. People are just garbage at listening. So that's my world currently. They gave me an iodine shower where they had me stand up right before surgery. I filled out all the paperwork, got everything ready, was in the open robe thing. They stripped down all my garments, paper towel, doused in iodine, and just wiped my whole body in like all the parts you could think of, and me and that nurse became best friends forever because of that. And I remember waking up, and I remember going to sleep because it was just so quick, where the anesthesiologist said, it's like, okay, you're gonna feel this now, and I was like, when does it work? 15 seconds, and I just conked out. And then I woke up in another room, and the nurse said that I was the first patient ever that woke up smiling, which I thought was sweet. Going to the car was a struggle because like I could not get up, and and I couldn't bend my legs, and I was on a bunch of painkillers as it was. Bending my legs, it's not that it hurt, it's just I couldn't bend them, and that was the first realization that this is real. So they told me to army crawl into the car, and I was like, I can't, I just got my boobs and it hurts, or it feels like it's not a very settling feeling. It doesn't feel good. Personally, when the very first 2 days, I didn't even want to think about getting up from the bed because it was just so hard. It was so painful. Even with the painkillers, like I could feel my chest not liking it because you use your chest for everything, and it's not like I can lie on my back. So since I got both my breasts and my butt done, the priority is the butt. So the doctor said so. Okay, now I got my microphone. I have a pillow underneath my stomach area, so it raises my boobs. So, but I'm trying not to like lean on it too much and trying to be in a certain position by kind of going against it so that it doesn't try to like rip open the stitches. Like with a microscope live and close how the cells are working when a wound is healing, the skin will literally knit itself together, and that's what I'm trying to promote, where I'm trying not to like just lean on it and spread the stitches apart even more. Oh my gosh, I'm like super out of breath. Every time I stand, I get super out of breath. And if I don't have painkillers, I get a panic attack because it literally hurts so bad that it feels like I've never been stabbed, but it feels like someone is trying to stab you where your drains are. I have drains, by the way. Also, the reason my eyelids look like this is because I've been sleeping like with my face into the pillow. So at first it was really hard to like switch to this position. This was easy, but like stretching is imperative. But this was just so painful and I couldn't do it. I had to like force myself to do it. I had to like, my face is smashed into my pillow, and the one time that I did get up and look in the mirror, my face had like all these wrinkles from the pillow. I also feel my face and I feel that I really need to exfoliate. Nobody talks about this that I know of, but I'm also afraid to use the bathroom going number 2. I'm not worried about actually going number 2 because I took some stool softener just in case, because I'm eating a lot of fruit in my protein shake, and you're not supposed to have anything fibrous really, but something that's easy to digest that's like liquid. I really want Ono Hawaiian barbecue chicken. I have been peeing standing up with the she weenie. You hold it to your womanhood and you pee. Have been getting used to peeing standing up. The first few times it's just so odd. I couldn't let myself do it, but I just kept telling myself, relax, you can do it, relax, you can do it. And I don't know, it's just such a weird thing that I never thought I'd have to do, but here we are. So the reason that I'm afraid to go number 2 is not because like, oh, it's gonna hurt when I go. No, it's not the going part, it's the sitting part that like freaks me out because I cannot even bend my legs. And I remember when in the middle of the night I woke up, my husband was here watching me. He was my nurse. Thank goodness he's in the medical field and has dealt with so much worse. He walked me to the bathroom and I was in so much pain. I think my painkillers kind of wore off. Led me to the bathroom. I used the bathroom with the she weenie. Walking back to the bed, I don't remember what happened, but I just remember waking up and crying on my knees. Like I couldn't get up and I was crying like I couldn't get up, I can't get up, I can't get up. Andrew, my husband, said, just rest. Just take this minute and rest. And then he picked me back up under the arms, brought me back to the bed, but it was so hard. Getting up feels like that same feeling every single time where you're like, I can't do this, I can't do this. You're in so much excruciating pain that I give up. I'm also embracing not being able to be fully mobile and walking. I'm trying to get everything done, all the work done from my laptop. A client is putting me to work. They don't understand. I will put on a TV show and fall asleep. I have a list of shows and movies that I wanted to binge watch and relax with, but I can't even focus on that because the painkillers are so strong. I watch like half an hour, I'll wake up to like 4 episodes later and I won't remember what happened, and I just feel like so disoriented all the time. I still have to get up and get my blood flowing though. I'm out of breath just explaining this to you guys. I drink a lot of water in general. Nobody understands how much water I drink, so everyone's giving me like a small glass of water that's like this big, and I'm like, that's down in half a second. You need to give me like a huge glass of water for it to survive in my room long enough. So like the really tall glasses. I don't want my ankles and legs to get swollen. I need to walk around. So like when you walk, you're supposed to do it every 2 hours for 10 minutes, nothing crazy. But that 10 minutes feels like 5 ever and feels like half an hour. Especially when you're in hell. I'm waddling like a penguin. Like a penguin. It's so slow and life is so slow right now. The days are passing. Like the more painkillers, the better. Like the narcos are your friend when it comes to surgery. I want to get through it alive. Walking is such an encumbrance. I don't know why we have to do it. It hurts so much to walk. So the current pills that I'm taking are stool softener, which I have myself, antibiotics, cephalexin, Zofran for like dizziness and nausea after you have anesthesia. The first day was rough and they said eat ice cream. I don't want ice cream. I wanted like Ono Hawaiian barbecue. I wanted like some chicken now. I'm using hydrocodone. Hydrocodone is like Imodium where it doesn't let you use the bathroom, doesn't let you go number 2. To get the number 2 started, you have to like eat a ton of fruit. I ordered Everytable. If you live in the Los Angeles area, order Everytable. It's so fresh. It's so good. It saved my life. I don't have to meal prep. I just pick what I want to eat and it's so fresh. It's so good. It has all the protein I need and all the greens, and I don't have to worry about, oh no, I need to add greens today to what I'm eating. You're supposed to eat 100 grams of protein every single day. Here's what that looks like. One chicken breast, one like sturdy chicken breast is 20 grams of protein, so you need 5 of those a day. Imagine. So what you're gonna do is want to have 3 meals with, say, the chicken breast, and then 3 more meals with protein shakes. What I'm doing to keep busy and distract myself is not entirely successful because I have a bunch of tabs open on my laptop right now, and I'm listening to audiobooks, podcasts, Outlander on Stars, Run the World on Stars. I'm watching YouTube videos, Whitney Hedrick galore. I love Whitney Hedrick. You make me feel so good in my own skin. Walking, stretching, getting up is so hard since my first boob job. Oh, and I'm also watching Girls 5 Eva on Peacock streaming, so it's like NBC but streaming. I still like have the need to open up the curtains, let the light in, and feel like I'm a part of society or part of this earth. So I haven't showered yet, and you have to have like bird baths or sponge baths. My husband will help me with that. And I brushed my teeth yesterday. I think it was yesterday. The days are like getting all mixed up because I'm just like in bed. There's so many stains on my bed, from blood to food to juice to protein shakes. I have to wait another 5 days for the drains to be removed, which feels like hell in itself. And I also have a low pain tolerance, but I don't scream for certain things. Like, I don't like jump or freak out. I never jump, actually. I don't get startled. Like, if something happens that's loud, I don't jump. I just embrace it and like, what's happening? But when it comes to pain, I'm the same way. Walking is truly impossible. It's on and off. So I think it's like depends on the dose of painkillers I have. I just can't even focus on anything for a long time. There are moments where I feel like I can get up and dance around, but I can't because my legs are like so stiff. That's day 3 so far. My butt implants are sitting really, really high. I cannot put underwear on because I can't even like bend my legs. I was trying to put shorts this morning and it hurt so bad just to put shorts on. I tied my hair because it was getting in my face every time I laid down. I didn't want to get hair pimples. It feels hot and cold at the same time, like clammy. I wouldn't recommend this. If you want to get butt implants, it's like you have to have a full-time nurse. This is definitely the time to shell out for the full-time nurse or a family member, or take like turns with family members and friends who love you and want to help you out. Like, you can't give like all your energy to them, and they have to understand that. The drains are, they're literally attached to your butt underneath your butt cheeks. It hurts sometimes when they're wrangled around too much, and they have to be squeezed so that the blood flow doesn't stop, so like it doesn't get hard inside the tube, and they have to be squeezed, and then they measure how much milliliters are in there, and if it's a certain amount, then at the post-op appointment you can have them removed if it's not. So I think it varies surgeon to surgeon. So some say 33 cc's, some say 25 cc's below that, and I'm averaging at about 25 cc's. But the thing is, my drains aren't getting cleaned hourly. They're supposed to be like every 2 hours you're supposed to drain them, and every hour you're supposed to drain them. The walks are every 2 hours and that, but I'm also a small person, so that's probably conducive to the small amount of fluids. My lips are so dry. I would love to shower. I don't feel like I'm sitting in my own filth because my hair is tied up. I feel like I need to desperately brush my teeth though. Getting up from the bed is really hard because you have to army crawl, and I got my boobs done, so like army crawling is even tougher, because if anybody who's gotten their boobs done before, you know that you can't open the fridge. You know how much strength that takes. I can't even do this. Like, I can't like pull it just from this motion. You have to like use your body weight. Hey guys, I actually feel a little better since my painkillers kicked in, and I have some energy. I put my bathrobe on and I'm standing here in my bathroom, and I'm going to show you some before and after photos, but I just want to caveat and set a warning that this is not safe for work. And I guess this whole video wasn't the whole time, but I went through certain photos and have before and after I'm about to show you. But just as a heads up, if you're queasy when it comes to scarring, when it comes to seeing stitches, I covered all the stitches up with the markup on iPhone with the little markup app. Wow, these boobs are heavy. I'm just going to show you the butt, and then linked down below is going to be the breast augmentation part of the video, where it's saying everything I'm going through with the breast augmentation, basically. And if you're interested in that, and I know there's not a lot of information about breast implants. Sorry, let me correct that. There's not a lot of information about butt implants, so which is why I separated each video, just in case you don't want to see like a whole thing with like a super long video. And so here's the before and after. So for those of you who have never had any type of implant surgery before, say like for your boobs, dropping is just when the implant settles into the place that it's supposed to be in. Initially, it will sit very high. The body sees it as alien, where it's around the 6-month mark that it's not seen as foreign anymore. Your cells recognize that and it kind of accepts it. It's usually around, it can be from 2 weeks that it drops, or it can be up to like 3 months that it drops. Varies on the way that you're taking care of yourself and if you're taking it easy. Aftercare is just as important as the surgery itself, or more, maybe even more important, because half of the job is yours, not just the surgeon's. So you have to take care of yourself. I'm not expecting to be in a bikini photo shoot tomorrow and hop on a jet ski right away with my new body, but I still have a way to go. I can't put on underwear yet because the drains are in the way. I can't even bend my legs. I'm still waddling, and I'll keep you updated live. So everything I am posting is in real time, and you'll actually join this journey with me. So subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications for every time I post about this, because this is like my whole life right now. And I'm gonna make sure that it's in detail. If you have any questions, comment them below and I'm more than happy to answer them, because I don't know if there's anything that I've missed. So the last final thing for this video, I'm gonna show you the post-op care. So this is what it looks like. You can pause this or keep this for yourself in case you are about to get the surgery, or you can show it to your patient coordinator if the information is correct based on what your surgeon says. This is just for you to give you an idea. So give this a like and comment, propel this into the YouTube and Google algorithm so that more people can find this in case they need help with making this decision. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are averse to surgery. I just wanted to share this with those who wanted to know what it's like for butt implant surgery. It's a lot of pain. It's like a lot of team building exercises. If you really want to do it, make sure that you have a strong social network of people that are around you who can help you. And I mean physically, not just like giving you social support. That's nice too, but you will really need a nurse or someone full-time that you're living with, or a roommate, whatever it may be. But this is not the time to figure things out alone. Butt implant surgery is very invasive. It's way more invasive than my boobs. Like my boobs this time were a cakewalk, where last time my boobs were such a struggle. So let me know any comments or questions below. I'll see you later.